either of them with a reasonable excuse. So today, if you believe, as I do, that our spending is too high, that our taxes are too high, and that government regulation is too great, the responsibility of that lies with the members of Congress who have approved budgets and spending measures for years that they haven't even read, and they confessed it recently on the news. And by doing so, they have failed all of us. And where is the money going to come from to cover the cost? We, the people, being taxed with combined local, state, and federal taxes and fees at a rate of between 40 and 50% of our income. That means that you must work 6 months out of the year to cover your tax burden and obligation. And in addition to income tax increases, sale tax increases, property tax increases, to fund the corporate welfare, the bailouts, and the pork barrel stimulus spending, government, state, federal, and local are fee-grabbing to the point of taking almost all of our money with emission testing fees, cell phone access fees, sewer fees, waste disposal fees, street light user fees I'm hearing now of on the news, accident response fees, burglar alarm response fees, fire alarm response fees, red light camera fees, livestock assessment fees, stormwater runoff fees, pet licensing fees, death certificate fees, burial permit fees, state park access fees, hunting fees, fishing fees, assembly fees, and the list goes on and on. So if you're tired, as I am, of the business as usual typical politicians in our nation's capital, our state capitals, and in our county commissions, our courthouses, and our city halls, go to the polls en masse, and let's elect leaders that will represent our interest instead of their interest.
Yeah!
Let's elect everyday citizens who come from different walks of life, struggle to earn a decent living, pay for their child's education, and to afford the rising cost of health care, and to be able to pay our mortgage. Let's elect leaders who didn't come from the traditional political paths to power that have failed us, and elect those who have a proven record of fighting for us instead of against us. Let's elect those who are willing to challenge the status quo, and when necessary, rock the boat and throw a little tea and take a stand. Now you've heard the critics, and I've heard the critics, the typical pundits and politicians who believe that they know it all and that they know best and that they don't have to listen to those of us they consider uninformed and not enlightened or not smart enough to solve the nation's problems. They are now calling us radical, and apparently, with the news last night, even placing us on national watch list. Well, I would just remind those folks and critics that our Tea Party assembly, that despite what you may think, our government and those elected to represent us derive their authority only from the consent of the governed. And government at all levels remains, as Abraham Lincoln has said, of the people, by the people, and for the people.
Yeah!
To speak freely, peacefully assemble, and petition the government for redress of grievances. And if that makes us radical, then so be it. So to the typical politicians who have so far refused to take us seriously, and take seriously the fact that government is too large and has grown beyond the bounds of our U.S. Constitution, our state constitutions, our city and county charters, and have chosen to stay at home instead of come and join us, just keep thinking that we, the people, don't matter, and in the next election, we will show you we do. Thank you for having fortitude to come to this all-American 21st century Tea Party. It made a difference in 1773, and it will make a difference today.